This morning Doug's invited me down to his secret lake. Not the secret lake, another secret lake. And apparently this is a good producer. So funny sort of day today. There's a big low pressure system coming and lots of rain starting tonight. So hopefully that'll fire the fish up. And I understand we can expect average to good sized carp and maybe even a goldfish. So let's get into it. So unweighted bread to start with. The old barbarian rig. Yep. And on the other one I've got a feeder with corn.
What did you say? I'm going to start on my float with bread and worm tins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Let the catching begin. And let's hope it's a bit better than my most recent trip to Windvale, which was an absolute bloody disaster.
Oh yeah. Or is that you?
No, it's a fish. Right, I just had a take on the bread. But it's dropped it. No, it hasn't. Got him.
What I'm gonna...
Oh my goodness.
You got him?
Yeah, I've got half a ton of weed as well.
You got the fish?
Yeah. Oh, what a mess.
You need a hand? Yeah.
No, he's only a tiny one. I'll get the fish and then I'll get the reeds out.
Just bring it in a bit.
It's alright.
that's about average. It's a good start.
Alright, there we go.
There you go, Frank.
Well, that first fish managed to wrap itself around a whole lot of floating reeds. I've hooked most of them out with a net, but you can still see a few floating out there, so I hope that's not going to cause a problem. Anyway, nice to get on the board, as Robbie would say, within the first 10 minutes. Let's hope it continues. I hope you notice, Robbie, that Doug's using a waggler float and he's fishing with the rod nearest to me is an old split cane rod with a 300 Mitchell. There's a blast from the past. Right, Doug's on the float. It's taking him right round the corner. Not huge, Doug?
They do go rather well here, Frank, but they're not like, this isn't big, but they're mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't hang about. It's about the same size as yours.
Yeah, I think so.
They're actually very nice looking fish. Very dark. Very dark looking fish. Not a mark on it.
No, makes a change, doesn't it?
Beautiful like me.
Wow. Okay, Doug, tell us about this split cane rod and Mitchell reel.
Okay, well, as you know, Frank, I'm getting on a bit, right? When I first started fishing, I really wanted a split cane rod, and I eventually got one. And then as I got older, I thought I'd like to do a bit of retro stuff. So I bought this rod. It's made in Liverpool in 1953.
Where's Liverpool, Doug?
In England.
Oh yeah.
And it's a split cane rod, and so it's like 70 odd years old. And then the reel is a Mitchell 300, which is a French reel, and it's the iconic reel of the 50s and 60s. All the good anglers in England use that. So I've married these together. I bring it out once a year and give it a run, and it's good fun to catch fish on, but it's bloody heavy. It's
right.
so heavy compared with these reels. Yeah, and you have to be careful how you look after them and stuff like that.
So what? Explain what split cane is.
Split cane, it's Tonkin cane that comes from China, and they split it into 6, and then they glue it all together and then pare it down to get the taper, and it's a very specialised job, and you used to have to serve like a 10-year apprenticeship to do it properly. So they were the first rods really that were quality in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah, and all pre-fiberglass.
All pre-fiberglass.
Yeah.
All pre-carbon. Yeah.
So that, how old's the reel?
The reel would be 1960. It belonged to a chap called George Walker, who wrote a book, Coarse Fishing in Australia. Unfortunately, he died about 1990. But this was one of his reels, and I swapped it with another reel. So I've got that one, and it's really the first modern reel.
So that reel's about 60 years old. How old's the rod?
So that'd be 70 years old.
Right, so the rod, the reel, and your age, that's going to be about 300 years, isn't it, Doug?
So 60, 70 is 133 plus my age, that's about 203 years old.
Yeah, 300, like I said.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. But we all still work okay. That's the main thing. Yeah.
Well, thanks for that, Doug. That's fascinating.
No worries.
Yeah.
This is a hybrid.
Right, well, we'll have a look at it when you get it in, Doug.
Yep, this is this is something a little bit different.
Good job, I'll come over and have a look.
This is in essence a brown goldfish.
Yeah.
But this pond is well known for these, and they're very difficult to catch. But someone of my quality.
I know where you're going with that. No whiskers.
No whiskers, and the other thing is, the real giveaway, instant giveaway, is the top fin.
It's set back, isn't it?
Yeah.
And no big spike on it.
No.
Yeah.
So that's a hybrid. Yeah.
Very good. Maybe I can catch one if I'm good
They're
enough.
very hard to catch, actually.
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
Right, Doug's got another one. He's caught them all on the float.
Yeah.
That'll be the waggler float, Robbie. You snagged him, or is that just like lying around his fins then?
You've never gotten beat.
No, even for small fish they certainly go, don't they?
God.
He's in the bag. I do like that Harley Davidson pose. I think that's...
I know you like that. I did that on purpose.
Oh, did you? Thanks, yeah.
I just love the colours they've got. They, the water's warm too.
Well, that's the best fish today so far, Doug.
Isn't that? I mean, I know it's a carp.
Well, Doug's got another one on the float, but he hasn't caught anything on his very old split cane rod yet. Another little regular carp, is it?
Yep.
Well, after a nice little run of fish, at least for Doug, it has been absolutely dead for the last hour. So I hope that's not going to be the end of it. It'd be rather disappointing. But the weather is not what they said it was going to be. We had a brief shower just before and the temperature's only 16 and was supposed to be 26 today. I can't see it making that. So yeah, let's hope it improves a bit. Still, pleasant enough place to be. Apart from the ducks. And the company.
I know I love ducks.
Yes, well, fine with a late change, they said. Not quite sure where the fine bit is. And we've had nothing for an hour and a half now, so this may not last a lot longer. Okay, the decision's been taken. We're going to sookie la la out of here. Bit of rain and the boys are running. But the fishing certainly has slowed right up. So a spot with a bit of potential. We'll be back here again another time. See you in the next one.